Xacto knives are cutting tools that can be used to make intricate cuts when doing collage or other mixed media. You can use them on cardstock, paper, several sheets at a time, no more than 10. You could also use it on thin corrugated cardboard. You should not use an Xacto knife on thicker materials as this blade is very thin and will not cut through canvas or chipboard. Xacto knives are located in the back closet. You need to sign them out in order to use them and also take a cutting mat. There are larger cutting mats and they are two-sided. When you hold your Xacto knife, you want to make sure that the sharp blade is always down towards your paper. Your non-cutting hand should always be above your cutting, and you should be using pretty loose grip, but you want to be holding it at a 45-degree angle, never straight up and not too far down because it's very awkward for your hand. So keeping in mind all of those things that we just talked about, in order to use the Xacto knife on your own, you need to complete the Xacto cutting practice sheet. It's printed on cardstock and available where the Xacto blades are. In order to make straight lines, okay, it's easiest to just use a ruler, as we talked about. Make sure that you're using a nice even grip. You're spreading your fingers out and you're just going to slide the blade across, okay? For smaller cuts, you can do what's called relief cutting. You turn your paper and cut along the lines, creating some nice even pressure, always controlled. Now curves are a little bit harder, but you're going to do the same basic thing. You can see my cuts here. Okay. You want to start at the top of the curve and then bring it down. Okay. Turn your paper and do the same thing. Always keeping your cutting hand above the knife, never turning the blade at an awkward angle. When you're done using your tool, remember to walk with this mat and your Xacto knife firmly against the mat and sign your tool back in the back closet. Always remember the 3 safety rules. 1, stay focused on where you are and what you're doing. 2, be aware of your studio space. And 3, put away all materials safely and correctly.